Hi, welcome to Broken Bushcraft. I'm Adam. So today we're going to talk about how this 9-hour candle can produce enough heat to keep you warm. So it's about 34 degrees right now. It's snowing. This is a technique that's used if, say, you're in an area you don't know, it's late, you don't have the time, resources, or energy to collect the stuff to make a fire, or you're really unfamiliar with the area, and by venturing out in the dark, you may hurt yourself. So this is a quick and easy technique that's it's been around for a long time. All you need is a candle and a blanket, and we got both those. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, and share, and let's kick this off. So to do this, you're gonna need a candle. This is one of those 9-hour candles, one of the emergency candles, and I have my wool blanket. Now, the wool is great because even when wet, it still retains 70% of its heat retention properties. Also, it's flame resistant. Now, there's some things to think about. You're gonna be lighting a candle and you're gonna basically cover yourself up, forming like a little heat tent. Now, things to consider: a flame and fabric, not just the fabric of the blanket, the fabric of what you're wearing. You know, is it flammable? Is it flame resistant? So that's things to consider. Also, the ground is wet. It's snowing. It was raining last night. So what I did was I put my $6 Walmart tarp down. I put some leaves underneath it, so this way it keeps me off the ground. This way there's a buffer between us, so the ground's not pulling the heat out of my body. Now, if you find a tree, you can find a tree that you can lean back against. The thing is if this happens, it's probably nighttime. This is a last resort type of deal. You're not going to get a lot of sleep. That's just it. So that's just something you have to get right after. You're not going to sleep at all. It's going to be miserable, and you're going to be cold, but you'll be alive. So you're trying to keep your body temperature from falling below 95 degrees. Because at that point, that's when you start having hypothermia. And hypothermia, once you get into hypothermia, it's hard to come out of hypothermia. Those are those cold weather injuries. So I'm going to light this candle, and we're real close. I have a thermometer, which will track the temperature inside my little heat tent and then outside. So we're going to see how this goes. I also have thoughts right now are, hey, you're going to be breathing in the fumes. These candles really don't emit a lot, and I will deal with this rather than freezing to death. So this isn't something I'm always going to do. Now, something to keep in mind, this is not a citronella candle. Don't use citronella candles in here. This is just one of those clean burning 9-hour. I didn't get the beeswax one because these white candles, they burn a little bit hotter than beeswax candles do. So I'm going to create a little space up here on the ground so I can set this up, and then we're ready to rock and roll. Okay. Come into my home. Already I can feel the heat from the candle. Actually, it's pretty nice, which is good. Now I do have a tree against my back, so I can lean back against it. But also, the tree against my back keeps the wind off that section. And when you do select a site like this and a tree that you're leaning against, make sure that you are considering the 5 W's. At least one of them, the big one, is widowmakers. So, you know, this isn't gonna be like a permanent camp very long. So you just at least want to, you know, take your flashlight, look around for any dead trees. You want to make sure that you're not setting up under a dead tree and then you're ending up dead. So you stay warm, but you're dead. And then it doesn't matter because you're cold. So the candle's been going for about 7 minutes. Now I've lost some heat due to trying to make room for the camera, and then you know, shifting around, so there's some gaps in here. But the temperature outside is 34. The temperature in here is right about 39. It's fluctuating between 40 and 39, which is not ideal. I mean, it's up to 41 now. It's not. You're not going to be in a heated house, but this is warmer than outside, and this is going to climb as my body temperature heats up this airspace here, and the candle heats up this airspace. The candle's burning. I'm not breathing really anything in. There's no smoke. It's actually not unpleasant. I just wouldn't want to sit here all night long, which is what, if you had to do it, you could do it. But, will to live is definitely better than will to freeze. I've been here for about 15 minutes. The temperature inside here is 46. The temperature outside is still 34. It's actually not unpleasant in here. And something I'm discovering is sitting cross-legged is something I'm not going to want to do for hours on hours on end. So when you get into this, I'd have to do another adjustment here and lose more heat. But trying to keep these gaps closed is a big thing. But I pulled in everything a little tighter, and then I saw the temperature rise a little quicker. But it's staying pretty consistent around 46 degrees. I think the highest it's gotten so far is 47. So that's not too bad in about 15 minutes. This is definitely something to keep you warm. It's not something that I would prefer to do, but if you had to do it, you could do it, and you can survive doing it. And that's the thing. It's the most important thing, is that you survive. Always get through to the next day. Make it to the sunrise. So I hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you don't ever have to use this, and I will see you in the woods.